So the first question, she was a tall woman and she carried a large person. Somebody, there is no clarity who is she. Like, suddenly a boy ran up behind her. Who is she? We don't know. That's why this sentence can be eliminated from the first list. Next one, it was 11 o'clock at night and a woman. Yes, this is the point where we have to notice. So a woman was walking alone. Next, see a sentence number D. It had a long strap and she carried it slung across her shoulder. It had a long strap. Which has a long strap? Which had a long strap? We don't know. So it is neither B nor D. So obviously it is the first sentence is C, where the problem is introduced. And it was 11 o'clock at night. A particular woman was walking alone. And the next one, it is A. She was a tall woman. Later, it is the second one. She was a tall woman and she carried a large purse. C. Then it is D. It had a long, the purse had, see, it had a large purse. No, the purse had, so it is the third one. The purse had a long strap and she carried it slung across her shoulders. Next, suddenly a boy ran up and snatched it. So CADB, which is option A, is the answer. Question number 2. We have the cloze test here. So the complete question. Fill the blanks with the best fit from the following. And in a rare show of honesty, a gardener of the irrigation department has handed dash. Handed after we have dash. No. Handed over, handed out, handed up, handed down. Handed to the police. Since it is to the police, the best word is handed over to the police. Handed over to the police. So which is option A here. And coming to the third question, recovered, recovers. No. So into the police, 57 total of gold dash by him. See here, has handled. It happened recently. Okay. So 57 of gold dash by him. Recovered, recovers, recovering, or recovered. It is nothing but recovered, past tense. So this is also K. And question 4. While working in the dash of the superintending engineer's bungalow in Rajpur. Here we have the working as a dash in the garden, orchard, park, or field. So since it is in the bungalow and it is nothing but a garden, so this is also option A. Next one. And of the superintendent engineer's bungalow in Rajpur, the dash in turn has handed over. The dash in turn has handed over to the central excise. The engineer, the gardener, the custom officer, and the police. Here we have, we are not talking as far as this sentence concerned, either it is gardener or the police. But it is also can be eliminated. So the best one, it is, so the fifth one, the dash in turn has handed over the dash to the central excise. The central excise and customs department is given to the custom department. No. So it is police, which is the best answer, which is D. Number 6. And to the central exercise, here the police in turn has handed over the dash to the, handed over the coins, handed over the bangles, biscuits, or gold. Here it is nothing but gold. This is also D. And the gold and customs department dash investigation by investigation, about investigation, for investigation, to investigation. As this is for the investigation. It was in June this year dash Ram Dayal found a tiny plastic box. It was, read again, it was in June this year dash Ram Dayal. Here we, after, until, that, while. After Ram Dayal, it's a useless phrase. Says until Ram Dayal, also useless phrase, and either it is that or while. While Ram Dayal found a tiny. Okay, while is quite meaningful, but in this context it is meaningless. So it would be that, which is the answer. So for this one, for 8th one, it is C. 7 also C. Coming to number 9. And meticulously dash with polythene. So the particular box is meticulously dashed with the polythene. Here the word with is the best clue to fill this particular blank. Meticulously sheltered, topped in the sense that was covered like a powder, enclosed and covered. So here it is the last word, covered is the answer, which is option D. Number 10. Covered with polythene, buried 6 inches dash under the banyan tree. 6 inches dash under, 6 inches deep, deepen, deeply, depth. So the meaning of each and every word is same, but according to the context, grammatically it is the deep, it is the word deep which is correct. So it is option A. And the 11th one. So deep under the banyan tree while digging the garden, and he dashed the box and took it to his house behind the bungalow, and was dazzled to find that it contained biscuits, bangles, and contains and coins of gold. See, take a glance at 11th again. He dashed the box. He picked on the box, picked in the box, picked over the box, as well as and picked up the box. It is picked up. Okay, so after selecting the proper word, try to insert that particular word in that blank and read it, so that if you find any if you have any dilemma, you'll be overcome. Next one. Select the most appropriate antonym for the given word. Do remember, it is antonym. Appropriate, alluring. See, actual word of alluring is, it's a positive word that tells something about charming. Alluring means charm. Here we have charm, which is similar. Glamorous also. Okay, fine. Interesting is which is captivating, and our answer is repulsive, which is a negative word that tells something about. Repulsive means disgusting. Disgust, also known as irritate. It's a negative word. So for the 12th one, the best answer is, best antonym for alluring is repulsive, which is option C. See here, the authorities are planning to lift restrictions on the movement of people in the valley from the coming week. Here the question was not printed, so that's why let us go with the options. It has been planned, restrictions on the coming week are planning, and it has been planned, that means it is nothing but a passive voice. In the valley is planned. So here, coming to the question, the authorities are planning. When it is are planning, while changing that one into the passive voice, we have to use being. The word being, where there is being, it would be the answer. See, planning to lift instructions on the moment. So the being word is available with here. It is being planned by the authorities to lift. Nowhere else is being except C. So the best answer is C. Question number 14. Direct indirect speech. My mother said to Kavya, turn on the light. It's an instruction by my mother. My mother told Kavya to turn on the light. My mother asked Kavya, so it can be eliminated. Kavya told mother, no. Here the characters have been changed. Mother requested Kavya to please. When it is request, why should we use please again? That is so this one also must be eliminated. The finally it is the best answer, which is option A. Mother told Kavya to turn on the light. Since it is positive, to turn on is the correct one. Next one, identify the segment in the sentence which contains grammatical error from the given option. If there is no error, select no error option. See, no one informed me that you would be absent. So this is an indirect speech. Would is the past form of will. So that's why it should be V2. Where there is informed, that is the correct answer. But here he did not improve the sentence. No. So erroneous. This is 100%. This is erroneous part. So your answer is, no one informed me. That is the wrong one. Actually, if you wanted to make it correct, you have to say no one informed me. It should be V2. Then it is the correct one. So your answer is here option A. Number 16. Question number 16. Select the most appropriate question from the given options to make a meaningful paragraph from the jumble sentences. See, security cameras capture the whole incident. Which incident? We don't know. Next, commuters. It's a good word. Sometimes can be seen with the vocabulary. Commuter means a person who travels from home to workplace. Who travels between home and workplace. Okay, shuttle service from home to work. The commuters. In Virginia, the commuters in Virginia, US got a shock when a deer entered a metro station. Okay, it is an independent sentence. Next, however, yes, it never be began. It never be, see never be, however sentence never be in the beginning. So nobody knows how it made. What made, we don't know. So option, this one can be eliminated. Coming to this particular one, it is the B, which is the first statement. So with the B we have two options, option B and option C. See, the commuters in Virginia, US got a shock when a deer entered a metro station. Okay, that is the first sentence. And what is the best connector? Nobody knows how it made into the station, because after it appearance, this sentence is the best consequence sentence. So this is the second one. Then it is, however, it eventually backed. Eventually means finally. This is one more word to put it after the D statement. So, and security cameras captured the whole. This is a final conclusion. So the best one, it is option C, which is BDCA. Question number 17. The little girl asked her mother if she could, see the best clue to find the answer, if she could visit her friends. When you find, actually this is an indirect speech, it is not direct speech. The given question is in indirect speech. Iace stands for indirect speech. So when you use if in the indirect speech, we 100% in the direct speech it is yes or no question. Okay, so option A is not an yes or no question, you can eliminate, and the rest of the things are yes or no. And if she could, so in the indirect speech, when you use could, it turns to can. Where there is can, if you could visit, can, we have can here, but it is negative. So already we eliminated that one. So leave that one. One more can is we here with the option C. The little girl said to the mother, can I visit my friend's house? If you change, if you transform this particular sentence into indirect speech, you can get the same sentence. That's why it is the C, which is the best answer for 17th question. Question number 18. Select the most appropriate option to substitute the underlined segment. See, here the thing is not underlined. Okay, let us see the question. He was surprised at me. He was surprised at me refusing. Actually, this is the underlined part actually. He was surprised at me refusing to accept his officer. See, no improvement. If it is right, we can go with no improvement. And at me to refusing, at my refusing, on me refusing. Yeah, at me refusing 100% wrong, so no option, no improvement option can be eliminated, and at me to refusing, it is blunder, it is. And your option is either C or D. He was surprised on me refusing. It is not me. Here you have to write the possessive pronoun my, which is right. The best sentence it is, he was surprised at my refusing to accept his offer. That means nothing but his refusal has been neglected. So the best option for 18th is option number C. Question number 19. Pushpa said, I arrived at a workshop an hour ago, but nothing much is happening here. So this is a direct speech. The thing is, in direct speech, we have to change it to indirect speech. And Pushpa said, I arrived. Who is I? Here I represent Pushpa, she. So after that, where there is she, that is the answer. Everywhere it is she only. Okay, leave that one. Then I arrived. Arrived is V2. Since arrived is V2, past tense, in the passive voice, in the indirect speech, we have to change it into past perfect. That means we have to write had plus V3. Where there is had plus V3 is the answer. So here she had arrived and she had arrived. So the choice is there for both A and D. Now criticize. There is a tie between A and D. See, Pushpa observed that though she had, or else Pushpa said that she had. So why should we write though here? Since in the question the word though is not being mentioned, no, that's why it can be eliminated. That is one thing. And another important thing is an hour ago, but nothing much is happening. It could, this one is happening either, so that should be changed into was happening. So where it is, this one, this is the answer. So when there is a tie between A and D, finally it is the D, which is the best option. Question number 20. And when we arrived at his house, we were welcomed by his parents. See, when we arrived at his house, comma, we were welcomed. This is the passive voice. This is passive. So we have to change it into active. When his parents arrived, see, entire context has been changed. It's a blunder because we have no right to change the question. So when we arrived at his house, his parents welcomed us. Okay, it's fine. Temporarily put aside this sentence. Next, when we arrived, okay, until here at his house, okay, fine. We welcomed his parents. So we went to his house and we welcomed his parents. It is a ridiculous thing. It is. Next one. After we arrived at his house, okay, he used after. His parents had welcomed us. The tense has been changed, and after also it is irrelevant here. And when we arrived at his house, we were welcomed by his parents. That means we were welcomed by his parents. His parents welcomed us. So it should be simple past. So his parents welcomed us. His parents is subject, welcomed is V2. So subject plus V2, it is simple past, which is the best answer. B. See question number 21. Select the most appropriate antonym for the given word. Turbulent is the question word, and here ranging, peaceful, forceful, and swirling. See, the actual meaning of turbulent is disturbed. Disturbed. So here swirling, forceful, it can be eliminated, and peaceful and ranging. As far as the meaning concerned, turbulent, disturbed, no, it would be the peaceful. Raging is something like moving very fast, or anger, raging, forceful. And spilling is nothing but rounding, like a spiral. Okay, so the best antonym is peaceful, which is option B. Option B is the answer. Question number 22. Most people, a six-figure salary was unimaginable 2 decades ago. 2 decades ago, this is unimaginable salary for most. Here for most is being modified for most of people, too much people, for a many people, so it can be eliminated. And here it is for most people, for most, here it should be the, so that is also can be eliminated. Too much people, blunder, because it has no error. So 22nd is no improvement, so option D is your answer. 23rd question. A brick falling from the rooftop broke the front glass of my car. It is active and passive voice. Given sentence is active voice, we have to change it into passive voice. See here, broke is V2. If it is V2 in the passive voice, we have to use was plus V3 in the passive. So where is was plus V3? Here it is was broken. 23rd one. This is was broken. So immediately you can take the decision. It is B. Question number 24. I have visited several places in India so far. When it is I have, it is so far I have visited several places in India, but I dash Andaman and Nicobar Island yet. This is the best clue. So it tells something about present. It is the clue of present perfect tense. So in the options, this is I have not been never be used, so it is not passive voice, and did is the past tense, it can be eliminated. Don't is present tense, can be eliminated. This is the best one. I have not visited the Andaman, so which is C. Question number 25. A dome-shaped shelter built from blocks of solid snow used by Eskimos. So it is nothing but igloo. And these are also different kinds of structures. See, wigwam. A tent is known as wigwam. A regiment tent in the army is known as wigwam. And see the meaning of yurt. It is something like a water tank structure, like a rounded construction. A rounded construction is known as yurt. Coming to the word tepi, a cone-shaped tent. So tepi means a cone-shaped tent, and igloo is the answer for the 25th one. Yurt is a rounded construction like water tanks in our areas, and wigwam is a tent. So the best answer here it is option D, igloo. Question number 26. A troublemakers took to their heels. Took to their heel means this is an idiomatic expression. Started running away when they saw the police coming. When they saw the police coming, it is nothing but ran away. So it's B. Hid themselves, because actual meaning of took to their heels is escaping. So it's nothing but B. Question number 27. Select the wrongly spelled word. Your medieval, measure, mechanic, magazine. See here, mechanic spelling. So MECHANIC. So it's a mechanic. And the medieval is one of the ages. The period is known as medieval. 28. Identify the segment in the sentence which contains a grammatical error from the given options. Having been a student activist once, a politician never forget those days. A politician, you are given a politician, and never forget. Having been a student activist, the politician never forget. Having been, it has no error. Never been, it has no error. So these things can be eliminated. So having been a student, a politician those days a politician never forgot. It should be. So you can go the best adjustment part, it is B. 29th one. Your behavior annoys me greatly. Annoys means the meaning of annoy and so irritate, disgusting or else. And your behavior annoys me greatly. Annoys, the word annoys is V1, no? V1, for V1 added S, so it is simple present. So is plus V3 must be there in the passive voice, where it is am or it was, it can be eliminated. It is okay, fine. So for 29, the best option is C. I am greatly annoyed by, here when it is am, it should be a V3, it is annoyed. So the best answer is C for 29th one. Question number 30. The Indian Army has inducted several women officers in infantry and armored corps. Indian Army has inducted, so that means in our passive voice, has or have been plus V3. Have or has been plus V3, inducted must be there, where it is here will be introduced, were being introduced. So option A can be eliminated, option B can be eliminated, are being also can be eliminated, and have been introduced. This is the correct one. So the option D is your answer. So first of all, our concentration should be on the tense, main verb of the sentence. Then things are very easy to handle. Question number 31. Prasad recalled, see here it is V2. Prasad recalled that meeting people have been a part of his life. Meeting people here, this is the task which is singular. Since it is singular, people may be plural, but meeting of the people is singular. Since it is singular, have never be used, it should be has been. So where there is has been, it is the answer. Meeting people have been, since it is not a sentence improvement, here the answer has been not been given, but the erroneous part is this one, so your answer is A. So but here this have been must be replaced with has been. Okay, so option A is your answer. Question number 32. The teacher said to Mohit, go to your seat and sit quietly. So go to your seat, it's an imperative sentence. That means since it is a positive imperative, we have to write to go. Except C, everywhere it is to go, so C can be eliminated. And go to your seat, whose seat is that one? Student seat, no? So his seat must be there, so that's why this is also can be eliminated. We have his seat, and here also we have his seat. So answer is either A or B. See, the teacher instructed, so it is not a request. First of all, it's a request. Instructed Mohit to go to his seat and sit quietly. So the best one it is option B. 33rd one. The rescue team dug out a soldier from the snow. Dash how he could have survived for 7 days buried under it. So wondering, wondered, to wonder, wonder, all are same word. Those are not different words, but the problem is one is V1, second one is V2, third one is V3, such a way, different formations. See, as far as this one concerned, it is the rescue team dug, it is V2 from the snow, and he could how V2 could have survived several days, though this is also must be V2. So the best one it is B. Question number 34. Scramble sentences. It is because, which is because, we don't know. So it is because nowadays people have no time for recreation, okay, but this is also can be eliminated from the first list. So the first is neither A nor B, so this option can be eliminated. With A we don't have any option. Okay, coming to C statement, it is really a thrilling experience. Okay, which is thrilling experience? We don't know, and that's why this also can be eliminated. And flying cats is my favorite pastime. This is the best first statement. D. And after that one, with D we have two things, no? So after D, flying cats is my favorite pastime. It is really a thrilling exercise, but this time it is getting off a favor, as it is because nowadays people. So B, after B it should be A, so that's why it is option A, which is the best answer. Question number 35. If we drove, see this is V2, if we drove 10 kilometers along the road that branches off to the right, we would reach Barampur. Okay, independent sentence. Aditya and I were returning from the site of our new factory. Okay, and we had, so here the name of the person, we had. So these two sentences don't have any credibility to be in the beginning. So the best beginner is either A or B. So here it is B, which is the first one. Okay, and Aditya and I were returning from B. With the B we have two options, either it is option B or C, BD AC BD CA. So that means B after D is a confirmed one. Okay, and we have driving along National Highway 40. Okay, next one it is if we drove 10 kilometers along the road, and finally we had reached the point where the road. So yeah, it is A and C. We had reached, it is C after it is A. So the answer is B, D, C, A, which is option C. See 36. Here onwards we have closed test. And see, the hunter-gatherer culture. The hunter-gatherer culture was the way of life for early human till around 11,000 to 12,000 years ago. The lifestyle of hunter-gatherers was dash on hunting animals. 36. Dash on hunting animals, based on, basing on, based on, basis on. So obviously it is was based on. So for 36, the best replacement is A, option A. Next one, based on the hunting animals and foraging for food. Another anthropologist dash discovered evidence, dash discovered, have evidence, has this, have or had. So has can be eliminated, having also can be eliminated. So for 37 your answer is either A or C. So here it is A. As far as the tense concerned, it is A. 37. As anthropologists have discovered evidence for the practice of hunters-gatherer culture dash modern hum. Dash culture dash modern. 38. Culture with, culture from, culture by, and culture to. It is culture by, which is option C. Gather culture by modern hum and their distant ancestors dating as dash back as 2 million years ago. Dating as dash. 39. Far, distant, near, farther. It is distance means away from, far only. The meaning of far and distance same. Near can be eliminated. Further tells about the general distance. So when there is a comparison between B and A, the best one it is A, far. For 39, once insert far, distant as far back as. So as far back as to millions years ago, before the dash of hunter-gatherers culture, before the dependence of, experience of, emergence of, departure of. It is emergence, which means appearance. And this is C. Here, the meaning of emergence is appearance. So before the emergence of a hunter-gathering culture, earlier groups relied, it's a good word, relied means believe on something, relied on dash practice of scavenging animals remains that dash practice of 41 and practice, one practice, the practice or a practice. It is the practice of. So it is C. Relied on the practice of scavenging animals remains that predators left dash. Predators left before, left beyond. So that was left by the predators. It's a beneath, behind. So beneath can be eliminated at the first look. So it is left behind, which is option D. Left behind because hunter-gatherers did not rely, they never did not rely on agriculture, and dash used mobility, dash used, them used, he used, they used, we used. So we are not in that part. Them used, never be used. He used or they used. We are talking about the hunters, no. That's why the best one is C. They used is the best answer. And they used mobility as a survival stage. Mobility means moving from one place to another place for survival. Indeed, dash lifestyle, their lifestyle, our lifestyle, their lifestyle never be used. Its lifestyle also wrong. So ultimately, the best one it is for 44. It is A. 44. The best option is A. The 45. And the lifestyle required access to, see, access means connection, that's why the writer used to. This is 100% correct. Access to large areas of dash to find the food they needed for survival. Large areas of dash to find, large areas of towns to find, valleys to find, land to find, or villages to find. This is not about the sound. We are talking about the ancestors, no? That's why either it is land or valleys. Okay, so whether it is valley or land, when you say land, it implies entire area of that particular region. So the best answer is C for 45. Question number 46. The old man lifted the heavy bundle with hardly no effort. So this is the wrong phrase. So a no improvement option can be deleted. It must be improved. So it is not hardly no effort. It is hardly is already a negative word. Since it is a negative word, no never be used. So that's why hardly with any effort. With hardly any effort is the best answer, which is option A. And these things can be eliminated. Question number 47. Did you receive my letter? See here, did is the past tense. When you change this one into passive voice, so since did is the past tense, in the passive voice we have to begin either with was or with were. When the subject is singular, we can choose was. If the subject is plural, we can choose were. But here, when you receive my letter is singular, no. That's why was my letter. Where there is was my, it is the answer. So did my letter, have my letter, have you been received? Has my letter been? Was my letter? So option C is the answer. Question number 48. Many companies prefer that the new employees have not only a degree, also 2 years. Something is missed over here. That's why no improvement option can be eliminated. See here, let us check not only but also 2 years work experience, but more 2 years experience, but 2 years work experience. See, this is the phrase like not only but also. So the best option it is A. Okay. 49. When Anshul told everyone that he had resigned his job, all the members in the family were at their wits' end. Wits' end, it's an idiomatic phrase. So it tells something about confusion. One's wits' ends in the sense unable to take the decision, which means ambiguity. Ambiguity or ambiguous or unable to take the decision, that tells perplexed, which means confused situation. Confused. So this is the answer. Option C is the best answer for 49. Coming to question number 50. I was surprised to see as Avika could write such good poems in Hindi. Surprised to see as Avika. I was surprised such good poems in Hindi could write. Which is the wrong one? I was surprised to see. It is not as. I was surprised to see that. So as can be replaced with that. So this is your answer. Rest of the things are correct. '51. Has the car been cleaned by the driver? This is the passive voice. So been cleaned, since it is has here used before been and cleaned, that's why in your active voice it should be present perfect. Present perfect in the sense the structure must be subject plus haver has plus V3 no. So that's why how has the driver, so it should be a question no, so has must be in the beginning. Has the driver cleaned? So here the WH word question can be eliminated. It is simple present, it can be eliminated. Simple past eliminated. This is the present perfect tense. Has the driver cleaned the car? If you change this one into passive voice, you can get this sentence as answer. So option C is the answer for 51st question. Question number 52. The science which studies the crust of the earth. Crust means the inner layers of the earth. That is known one, which is geology. Option D. Biology deals something with the plants, and etymology, a science that deals with insects, and geology, animals. And basically ology means science, or sorry, study. Next one, question 53. Frost occurs in the northern part of the state as frequently than the central part. See here, that is a problem. As frequently than. See here we have this is the clue. So it is not an improvement. Now let us try each and every. More frequently than, more frequently as. When it is compared to degree, as never be used. This is the clue no. So it should be as frequent than, as frequent as is okay. So it is more frequently than. Option A. Question number 54. Scramble sentence. They appear to be posing for selfies. Who are they? Nobody knows. So this sentence can be eliminated from the first list, and we have no option also. An expeditioner had left. He forgot it sitting on the ice while he visited a rookery and an Antarctica. In Antarctica, two penguins found a video camera. This is an independent sentence. Next, the penguins curiously started down at the camera. So after C, it would be D. So, in the beginning, it is C. The first statement is C, and the second one it is C. In Antarctica, two penguins found a video camera. Next, an expeditioner had left it. So, it tells something about the video camera that is being described in C statement. So, C after it is the place for B. C, B. Obviously, the third one is D. The penguin curiously started down at the camera, and it seems that they appear to be that they are posing for the selfie, which is the last statement. So C, B, D, A. C, B, D, A. Option A. Question number 55. Mr. Adams was very proud of it. What is it? We don't know. And insisted on an inspection by everyone. So it can be eliminated from the first list. That's why option B, C also can be eliminated. So your answer is neither B nor C. Now see this one. It fascinated. What fascinated? It fascinated three solid. Nobody knows what fascinated. So this is also can be eliminated. Luckily we have no option. And the Elmore Bank had just put in a few safe and vault. Here vault means a dome-like structure. Dome. So this is the first one. This is an introductory part of the sentence. D. And next, the Elmore Bank had just put in a new safe and vault. And next, it is place for A. Mr. Adams was very proud of it. Yes, he was proud because of this particular thing. D, A is the second one. And the next one it is B. The vault, already vault is referred over here. So the vault was a small one, but it had a new patented door. The vault already I said it is dome-like structure. It has a door, patented door, which is the third one, and finally C is the fourth one. So option D. Question 56. Select the most appropriate meaning of the given idioms. Full of beans. Idiomatic expression. That means full of beans tells something about the positivity, that is the equivalent meaning of lively and energetic person. So option B. We have sufficient food and clothing about the flood victims in Kerala. See, we have sufficient in Kerala about the food victims. Is it right? Can we say about the food victims? Impossible. We have sufficient food and clothing for the food victims. So that's why the implementation must be done with the part C. So error is with part C. Answer is C. See, question number 58. Empathy. Select the antonym, opposite word of empathy. Empathy means it's sympathy. The meaning of empathy and showing sympathy is known as empathy. So warmth, it's a positive word. Appreciation and apathy. See, the word apathy tells something about indifferent. Apathy means indifferent, apathy. So empathy means sympathy. Showing disgusting nature is apathy. So which is the best antonym? So appreciation is praising others. So the best antonym for empathy is apathy. Question number 59. Who was the first to declare that The earth is round. Who was the first to declare that the earth is round? Find the error in it. Here, an earth was round, this is blunder it is. And the earth were round. How can you, earth singular, no, how can you say were? So this is wrong. This is also can be eliminated. And earth is round, you're not talking about one earth because the sentence is correct. 60. The officer ordered the fellow to be arrested. The officer ordered the fellow to be arrested. So this is an imperative sentence. So you have to change it into direct speech. Already it is in indirect speech. We have to change it into direct speech. The officer ordered the fellow to be. This is positive, no? That's why don't never be used in the sentence. So it can be eliminated. The officer said arrest the fellow. And the officer requested. It is not request. So it is either B or D. So when compared to, this is not said, since it is an order, can said to never be used here, no? Said to the fellow, it is B. The officer said arrest the fellow. If you change this one into indirect speech, you can get this sentence as an answer. So for 60, the best answer is B. 61. If the bus had not broken down, we will be at home now. So if the bus had not broken down, if class third, this is the third type if class. So can we write we will here? That is only the problematic one. It is not we will. So if the bus had not broken here, you should write we would and have. Well, would or should plus have plus V3 must be used. So would have been V3 only, is V1, was V2, been is V3. So we would have been. So since B is V3, this is the best one. So the correct sentence is if the bus had not broken down, we would have been at home now already. So the best answer is D. 62. By my opinion, it is better to cancel the trip during this monsoon. Say sometimes because of your spoken English skills, you can easily find the error. So this is this one. This part is an erroneous one. It is not by my opinion, it is in my opinion. So the best answer of question number 62 is B. Question number 63. Preparations were being made for sports meet at school. This is the active voice. Sorry, being is, this is the passive voice. We have to change it into active voice. Were being means when it is being, surely it is a we have to write V4. So were being, no. So in the active voice we have to use was or were plus V4. Was or were plus V4. That's why here has been, so it can be eliminated. They have been eliminated. Were making, yeah, this is what I have said. This is the answer. So 63 is they were making preparations for the sports meet at the school. The best answer, they have started and they have made, can be eliminated. So the best answer is option B for 63. Question number 64. Banu made a working model of an airplane dash when he was 16. Himself, onself, herself. Banu made. It is here we have he, no. Actually, if you feel that it is a name of a girl, we can write herself also. But here we have the clue. He was 16, no. So let us go with himself, which is option B. I caught a snake once. I caught a snake once, and that well is full of snake. See, already he introduced it here, full of snakes, and I caught it, so it never be in the beginning. What is it? We don't know. So this option can be eliminated. Whenever we catch one, instead of killing it, we drop it in the well. What is it? What is one? We don't know. So D option also can be eliminated. We don't have any option like D. So here it is. The first statement, the eligible first sentence is this one. I caught a snake once upon a time. Next one, it is C. I caught it by its tail. See, I caught a snake and I caught it by its tail. So C is the second one. Next one, it is B. That particular well is full of snakes. 3. So whenever we catch one, instead of killing it, we drop it in the well. This is the conclusion part. So it is ACBD, which is option C. C is your answer. Question 66. This is strictly dash, but some changes are going to happen in the company in the near future, of the rails, of the key, of the mark, of the record. See here, this is strictly dash of the rails. The meaning of railing is bars that are hanging. Bars that are hanging, so it can be eliminated. Of the key, this is strictly off the record. Positive sentence, and off the record as a phrase, idiomatic phrase it is. So we can go with option D. Question number 67. There were some mangoes lying beside him. Who is he? And she looked at the mangoes lonely. Okay. Romy was growing fast. So here we have the name. Romy was growing and was nearly always hungry. Just as he was. Who is he? Rome. So the best beginner is C. With the C we have C and option D also. So C is the first one. See, Rome was growing fast and was nearly always hungry. Then there were some mangoes. Hungry. Okay, there were some mangoes. According to C, it is B. She looked at the mangoes lonely. So without the introduction of mangoes, we cannot take this sentence. That's why the best, when there is a comparison for B statement between A and B, the best one it is A. That stands in the second place. And next one, just as he was about to eat one of these mangoes, he decided to eat one, Kamala came along. She looked. See, this is the girl that is being mentioned at B statement, Kamala. So after this one, we have to use this statement, which is the last one. So it is CADB. CADB, option D. Please share your class notes with me. Question number 68. And this is active voice. We have to change this one into passive voice. And this is an imperative sentence. So please means it is a request. So in your sentence, there should be a request. See here, 68. It is you are requested to share your class notes. Option B. 69. Rahul said, I can speak French. Rahul said, then we have to change this one into indirect speech. Rahul said that the can past tense could, where there is could, it would be the answer. Only one option we have. Let us cross check it. Rahul said that he could speak French. 100% correct. 69. C. Question number 70. It's a very important one. It was repeated number of times. For a long time, to keep his wife in the dark about the true nature of this job. Here, in high position, in a dark place, in ignorance, in a locked room. See here, for a long time, he kept his wife in the dark about the true nature of his job. So here it is, in the dark about or in a dark place. So it should be for a long time he kept his wife in the dark. In the dark in the sense he doesn't know anything. He knows nothing about his job. That tells something about the ignorance of the particular guy, which is option C, in the dark, unable to know the surroundings. 71. Everything has became. It is not has became. After has we have to write V3. So became V3 is become. So it is a wrong phrase. So everything has become. So this thing must be replaced with become. So option B is the answer. Question number 72. The cultivation of grapevines. This is one word substitution. Agriculture, no. Horticulture. Horticulture is for plantation. Yes, fruits. Viticulture. Which is the answer? Horticulture is for plants, so it is not the answer. Sericulture is for silkworm. Silkworm breeding is known as sericulture. So viticulture means cultivation of grapes. So grapevine. 73. Select the most appropriate. See, appropriate, not antonym, synonym. Evidence. Evidence, indication, refutation. Actually, refutation means act of proving false. Very important word it is. Act of proving false is known as refutation. Sorry, this one it is. Concealment. Conceal means concealed, which means hiding something. Concealed wiring, the wiring that cannot be seen. Denial means rejected. The meaning of denial is rejected. Indication. So here the best one it is. Evidence means that can be seen, an indication of something. '74. She told the villagers that she would not rest till she had solved their water problem. She told the villagers that this is already in the indirect speech. We have to change it into direct speech. So when it is would not, it should be turned into will not. Will not we have with option number B and C. So you can eliminate option A and D. Now cross check. Let us cross check B and C. And villagers, I will see. She will. She said to the villagers. She told the villagers, here speaker is she, and she is telling something about her only. That's why it is I will not rest, not she will not rest. So the answer is C, which is the best one. Question number 75. It was tossed high on the waves. Okay, what is it? Violent storm rocked the sea. Yes, this is an independent sentence. The helpless people aboard the ship plunged into the sea. This is also independent sentence. Fierce wind struck a sailing ship. This is independent. So, which sentence is the introductory part here? See, a violent storm rocked the sea. The helpless people. That means after when there is a comparison between B and C, this can be eliminated. So, fierce wind struck a sailing ship. First, they struck a sailing ship because of the violent storm. No, so that's why B is the first one. And the next one, it is D. Fierce wind struck a sailing ship. Then it is the place for A. It was tossed high on the waves, and the helpless people aboard the ship plunged into the sea. So it is BDAC. BDAC, which is option D. Option D is your answer. Question number 76. Banu promised that he would have come today, but he hasn't arrived yet. He hasn't arrived yet. See, Banu promised that he would have come today, but he hasn't. When you write would have come today, is it possible to write has it? No, it never be used over there. So it is would come. Promised that he would have come today, but he would come. Will came. '77. If he is more careful, he would not have had an accident. If he would not, this is if structure mistake. He would not have had. This is the third type of if class. Third type. So would not have no. So here it should be. Here the speaker must maintain past perfect. So this is not past perfect. Being more careful also wrong. So ultimately this is had been. So this is V3. This is auxiliary verb. Had plus V3. This is 100% past perfect sentence. So answer is A. The correct answer is if he had been more careful, he would not have had an accident. '78. Doctors are constantly monitoring the condition of the patient. Are constantly monitoring. So monitoring is V4. Are means, so in the passive voice we have to write being, because since monitoring is V4, we have to write being. Where there is being, we have the being with option B and option C. So let us cross check. The condition of the patient is being constantly monitored by the doctors, but here it is by the patients. So this can be eliminated. So ultimately it is the sentence B that has no error. 79. Persistence. Here we have the right appropriate synonym. Persist in the sense to go on, which means continue. Cease, the meaning of cease is stop, also known as cessation. Halt also stop. Forget is a known word. So appropriate for persist word is continue. Number 80. Select the wrongly spelt word. Lethargy, later. See, we have later, L-A-T-E-R, L-A-T-T-R, both are available. This is later, after that this is the second part. So it has no error. Lateral also correct one, no error. And the latitude also correct one. The problem is with this one, lethargy, which means L-E-T-H-A-R-G-Y, and the meaning is lazy or sluggish. A sluggish fellow is known as lethargic guy, which means lazy. This is the wrongly spelled word, and your option is A. See question number 81. Organizing World Cup matches in England imply that rains can be a constant threat. Rains can be a constant threat. Here it tells something about organizing World Cup. So this is singular. So be a constant threat in England imply, and the trains can be organizing World Cup matches. Organizing World Cup matches, it has no error. Match in England imply. In England imply. This is a problematic one. So that is general nature of England. So these things must be said in simple present, which means implies. So the erroneous part is B, which is the answer. Implies. Imply must be replaced with implies. 82. Who can help me with mathematics? So who can help me? Can know. So we have to change one into passive voice. So who can help me? Then in the passive voice we have to use B. Where there is B, it would be the answer. So here only one option we have B. By whom? So when it is who, obviously it begins by whom. Here we have by whom, but here there is no sign of can. So this is when there is a comparison between A and B, the best sentence is B sentence. By whom can I be helped in mathematics? By whom can I be helped? 83. The royal family hid their internal discord and presented a united front on its country. So the royal family hid their internal discord and presented a united front. Presented to whom? Presented a united front to whom? To their country only. So it should be to their country. This is an erroneous area. So presented a united front must presented a united front to their country. It must be replaced with to their country, which is option C. 84. A room where medicines are prepared and provided. This is one word substitution. See, infirmary, actual meaning of infirmary is hospital. So this is not the answer here. It is dispensary. Medicines are being distributed, and surgery is a known word, and hospital. So it is B, which is the answer. Question number 85. By whom was this window pane broken? By whom? This is passive voice. So in the active voice, we have to begin with who. Okay. So everywhere it is who only. So by was, that's why it is V2. Where there is V2, this is not V2. So this option can be eliminated. This is V3. So it is also can be eliminated. This is V1. The to future, it can be eliminated. So the best answer, it is B. Who broke this window? If you change this one into indirect speech, you can get this answer. Sorry, passive voice. When you change this one into passive voice, this is the answer. 86. Cosent and appropriate synonym. See, cosent means comfortable. That's why cozy. The shortcut of cosent is cozy, which means comfort. So it is not weak, and we have to go with the synonym, no? So that's why appropriate synonym. So it is ineffective is a wrong word, because the actual meaning of cosent is comfortable. So pathetic is a negative. It is nothing but convincing. So option A for 86. Question number 87. A poster on Independence Day was being made by Avika. See, being. When you come across being, immediately come to the conclusion V4 must be used with was being, no. So with was or were, we have to write V4 in the sentence. See here, a poster was making. Yes, here it was making. Avika was making, here it is. So a poster on Independence Day was being made by Avika. It's Avika making. Okay, Avika should be in the beginning. That's why this option can be eliminated. So Avika was, here we have was making. So since it is according to this one, it is making. It can be the, here we have was making is available here, but the sentence began by independence. So finally Avika was making a poster on Independence Day. When you change this one into passive voice, you can get a poster on Independence Day was being made by Avika, which is the best answer. Option B. 88. My friend has started a restaurant in a wooden big building in Manali. See, in a wooden big building in Manali. Here adjective formations are being jumbled. So in Manali, in a wooden big building, my friend has started a restaurant. All are correct phrases. But the problem is with this one, which is your answer. In a big wooden building it is. Arrangement of adjectives is wrong. Here wooden is adjective, big also adjective. So correct answer is in a big wooden, then write building. So option B is the answer. 89. The lady said to the plumber, why didn't you come last week? The RO machine has been making some noise for the last 10 days. See, why didn't you? The you person is nothing but a plumber. So why didn't you? So we have why. So in the indirect speech also we should write why didn't. When there is didn't in the we have to use had plus V3 past perfect. See, in the direct, while changing a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech, past tense must be replaced to the past perfect. This is the past perfect. So find where there is had plus V3 is your answer. He had not. Why he had not come the previous day? Okay, it's fine. Why he did not? So this is why he did not. That's why this option can be eliminated. The lady asked the plumber why he had come. Here we have a negativity in the question, but there is no negativity. So this is also can be eliminated. And the lady scolded the plumber for not coming. And last week, that should be the previous week. That's why this is also wrong. So ultimately, the final answer is option A, which is perfect. Number 90. Question number 90. Why he was angry with the guard? Why he was angry is not a question, but here he used a question mark. It's not a question. So the auxiliary verb must be used after the WH word why. So why was he angry with me? So that is available with option A. Why was he angry? 91. The science dealing with X-rays and other high energy radiation, especially for the diagnosis and treatment of disease. It is not neurology. It is for nervous system. Neuro means nervous system. Nephrology, it deals with the kidneys. Pathology, it's a very good word that was repeated number of times. It is study of diseases. Is known as pathology. So but our answer is D, which is radiology. So option D is your answer for question number 91. 92. The patient waited in dread for the trolley. It would taken, never be used. Here, if you write have, then taken is okay, fine. Since there is no sign of have, so this is the wrong one. So that would either we have to write here have, or else taken must be replaced with take. The patient in there, so it would take, or that would take. And one more thing, here it's a conjunction. So after trolley it is a comma, so that would take is the best answer. Question number 93. India and Bhutan signed 10 MOUs in the field of space research. This is active voice. We have to change into passive voice. Signed. This is the best clue since it is V2, where there is was or were. But here it is singular, no? So was is the answer. Have been. So this option can be eliminated. Next, will be signed. So this is also can be eliminated. So our target is was plus V3 or were plus V3. So 10 MOUs for search aviation power. This is the plural, no? So were signed. Okay, put aside. And here is are being signed. This is also wrong. And finally, it is the C, which is the perfect answer. Question number 94. Wealth creators are essential, plural. So are essential for money to distributed, yes, distributed in the economy. Here is the error. Distributed. So wealth essential for money to distributed. The complete phrase is wrong. It's being clumsy. So wealth creators are essential for money to distributed. Are essential is wrong. Essential for money to distributed. Question number 96. When Rohit saw Saurabh, he said, how tall you have grown. It's an exclamatory sentence. So in the answer we have to write exclaimed. So Saurabh, he exclaimed. When Rohit saw Saurabh, he exclaimed that, see how tall you have grown. So that means in the indirect speech you have to use had grown. So the had grown is available with option number A and only option A. So once cross check the option A. When Rohit saw Saurabh, he exclaimed that he had grown very tall. Saurabh had grown very tall, which is option A. Question number 97. And this is one of the best book. When you use one of the noun must be plural. So the book must be replaced with books. One of the best books. So it is B. 98. Most of the work of this NGO are of a little benefit to the disadvantaged. Most of the work of this NGO. Most of the work of this NGO are. So your subject is most of the work. Can we use are? Most of the work to the advantaged. So it is erroneous part of this NGO. So most of the work of this NGO are of title benefit. (99) Addressing a public meeting, Rajnath Singh said, whatever talks take place, they will be on the issue of Pakistan occupied Kashmir. So this is the direct speech. We have to change it to indirect speech. Whatever talks take place, this is V1. So we have to, where there is a took place, it is answer. So talks took place and talks take place, so it can be eliminated. Option B can be eliminated. A has a choice and C also took. Here it is took. So this is talks that had. This is also wrong. So your answer is either A or C. Let us cross check. Addressing a public meeting, Rajan asked whether talks took place, why they were. will be on the issue Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Now see this one. Addressing a public meeting, Punjab, Ratan Singh announced that whatever talks took place, so they will must be replaced with would. No, so here will is given as it is like will, and here also they were using it is a clumsy, so will must be replaced with would. That happened in the statement C. So 99 answer is C. Question number 100. We urgently need well qualified teachers for our school. We urgently need. We urgently need for need is a verb, urgently is adverb. Well qualified teacher for our school. It has no error. Suppose if you replace with any one of these things, we urgently need well for our school, for our school. This is the wrong phrase, so it can be eliminated. To our school, to our school, this is also wrong. So ultimately the answer of the 100th question is option A. No improvement is done. See question number 101. It is scramble sentences. So I learned, see the pronoun I learned to push Lily's wheelchair. Okay, I stopped the chair in front of the pond and watched Lily roll her eyes. See after learning, no, it is so it can be eliminated. It never be in the beginning statement. And all of a sudden the wheelchair shook. Here he said something about the wheelchair. So without the introduction of the wheelchair, this sentence never be used in the beginning. So this sentence can be eliminated from the first list. Coming to D, one afternoon I wheeled her. Who is her? Is Lily. Unless there is an introduction of Lily, we don't have any right to put this one. So option A and B can be eliminated. We have the choice between option C and D. See, according to C, A after it is B. A, B, C, D it is. Yeah, I stopped the chair in front of all of a sudden wheelchair one afternoon I will. So A, B, C, D, the given order is obviously wrong. So we have only one choice, this one, A, D, B, C. Now see, I learned to push Lily's wheelchair. That is the first statement. Next one, it is D. So one afternoon I wheeled her to the park. It's a fine. Second one is D for Delhi. Okay, coming to B, I stopped the chair in front of the pond and watched Lily her eyes fell to the ducks. This is the problematic one. Here it doesn't fit over here, so there is a clumsy among these things. See, after the D statement it is C, which is the third one. See, all of a sudden the wheelchair shook violently. It started shaking violently, and I stopped the chair in front of the pond and watched Lily roll her eyes to see the ducks. So it is the thing, which is AD. It is, maybe it is a printing mistake. ADCB is the better answer. That can be taken as option D. Option D, but these things must be interchanged like this. So it is the D. But these are permanently can be eliminated, these three. So we have no other choice according to the availability. So option D for 101. Question number 102. So more roles of women will be opened up in the ranks of soldiers by the Indian Army. More roles for women will be, this is the passive voice. Okay, and more roles will be opened up in the ranks of the soldiers in Indian Army. So Indian Army will be opened up in the sense we have to write future tense in our sentence. So has opened is present perfect, will open, okay, will open up, this is also okay. But here the problem is the beginning here it is more roles will be, but here Indian Army. So more roles for women will be opened by Indian Army. So this is the subject. Indian Army is the subject. So in our sentence, the beginning phrase must be Indian Army. So obviously for 102, it is the answer, which is option C. The Indian Army will open up more roles for women in the ranks of soldiers. When you transform this one to the passive voice, you can get this one as an answer. So the best option is C. 103. The teacher asked Avika what had happened to her and why her nose was bleeding. See, what had happened? This is an indirect speech. What had happened? In the indirect speech, when we use past perfect, in the direct speech, it should be simple past. So where there is a simple past, it is answer. So this is what is happening. No, it can be eliminated. What had happened? And this is also, for this one also we have choice. What had happened to her? What had happened to her and why? So what happened to her? What had happened to you? So this is also can be eliminated. So because what had happened to you, and one more thing here, it is was. So already here we have was here, no. So in the past, while changing that one into a direct speech, was never be used. So that's why was present, was is the past tense, no. So it is which is the correct option. So ultimately the answer is B. 103, the best option is B. Question number 104. The saint prayed that God might pour all his blessing on newly married couple. This is an indirect speech. Prayed that. So here the saint said to the newly married couple, God might. That means in our sentence, in our answer, we have to use may. Where there is a may, this is okay. So may God pour all these blessings on you. If you transform this sentence, transform this sentence to the indirect speech, you can get this one as answer. So that's why the saint said to the newly married couple, may God pour all his blessings on you. So option B for 104. Question 105. The quality of being honest. One word substitution it is. Being honest and having strong moral principles. The quality of being honest. Insatiable. Insatiable means unsatisfiable. Unsatisfiable. Integrity, the word integrity tells something about the unity and diversity. Intellect tells something about wise, and the meaning of insidious is cunning. Yeah, here we have the quality of honest. It is nothing but if you eliminate this, since these are the negative words, it can be eliminated, and integrity also can be eliminated. We have the type between A and D. Intellect, insatiable, unsatisfiable. That is also so finally intellect, which is why the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. So it is the intellect word which is the answer, and option D. Question number 106. The film Jurassic Park was directed by Steven Spielberg. Here was directed. Actually, this is passive voice. In the passive voice, when you use was directed, active voice must be in simple past. Subject plus V2 plus object. It should be simple past. Where there is simple past is the answer. So is the director. So it can be eliminated. Not simple past. Directed. It is V2. Let us check the other option. It has the chance. And has been is present perfect tense, so it can be eliminated. So when directed film, so it has a chance. See, the film Jurassic Park directed by Steven Spielberg. Here this is the option, so the sentence must be begin by this particular word. So Steven Spielberg directed the film, so this is also can be eliminated. Finally it is D, which is the answer. Question number 107. He spends good deal of money on clothing. Good deal of money on clothing. A good deal of money. The good deal of money. Here actually it should be underlined. Good deal of money. So that underlined phrase must be replaced with any one of the options. If it is correct, you can go with no improvement. It's a good dealing of money. Out and out, which is he spends a good deal of money is the best phrase to replace. Okay, it is option A. Rani said, we are organizing a cleaning program in the colony tomorrow. See the best clue, tomorrow. That means where there is the next day, that would be the answer. So here we have tomorrow no. So this answer can be eliminated. So we now see we are organizing in the direct speech. When we use we are organizing, in the indirect, they were organizing must be there. Here they were organizing is available with A and B. So your answer is either A or B. Let us cross check A and B. Rani said why. See here it is why. So that is also a wrong usage. So it can be eliminated. Now cross check. Rani said that they were organizing a cleaning program in the colony. See, tomorrow has been changed into the next day. So it is 100% correct. That goes with option number A. Question number 109. I will tell him that I don't want to join the art classes. I will tell him. So the given sentence is indirect speech. So we have to change it into direct speech. So when in the indirect, when you use don't, in the direct speech we have to use doesn't. Okay, so that's why where there is doesn't, I don't. So I will tell him I don't. Now then one more thing is here we have will no. So as it is will, don't never be changed as doesn't. It never be changed. Actually it should be didn't. In the indirect speech don't must be replaced with didn't actually. Didn't, but here we have a reporting verb is will. That's why things never be changed. So this is also began by will. It can be eliminated and this is also can be eliminated. So we have the choice like I will tell him I don't want to join the art classes, or else I will tell him I didn't want. Didn't never be used here because here it is will. So out and out the best option for this particular question it is yeah. This is very important one. My cousin has been ill since 3 days. See here, how can you say since 3 days? So when the time is being calculated, we have to use for 3 days. So where there is for is the answer. For 3 days is with the option A. So the best answer is option A. Question number 111. In order for he to attend the meeting, he needs to prepare exhaustive notes. See here, in order for, it's a wrong phrase. It's a prepositional phrase. So it must be replaced with in order to, and this is also wrong. In order to. So the first one, this is your answer. So option D, the error with option D, and the best phrase in order to attend the meeting. See here, we have reading comprehension. See, there are 2 ways to complete this task. One is at least read once before answering the question, or else one more method is there, that is without taking any glance on the passage, simply concentrate on the question and try to understand the core point, and based on the core point select the nearest option. Let us follow the second method. And what is the occasion being talked about in the passage, and which occasion is that one? And here we have the options like recruitment of women in the Indian Army, medical examination of the women soldiers of the Indian Army, women soldiers in the sense already the people who are joined over there. So that is the difference between this one and this one. These are already joined, and sports event for the women working in these are also already joined people. And here an assembly of the women personnel, already women personnel assembly, and this is the recruitment. And coming to the passage, let us scan the passage where there is a possibility to get the answer. So now that not even an angry red eruption on her face, it's a figure of speech. Eruption is nothing but a pimple on her face, and will stop Sneha, the character name is Sneha, from aiming for her dream job, which is to join in Indian Army. 18 years old girl, as she sits by herself under the one of the canopies and everything. Okay, she's waiting over there, and now see outside the enclosure around 35 women run on 400-meter track. A day earlier, Sneha had cleared her ground test, so it is recruitment. Okay, and one more thing, if you take a glance on lines between the paragraph, you can understand that it is not a you can understand that it is a recruitment. Those are not the employees in that one. So the first for 12th 112th question, the best option is A. It is a recruitment process. This is the answer. Option A is your answer. Coming to the question number 113. And which city does Sneha come from? Is it Kannur? It came from, we have 4 cities, all the cities tell something about the Kerala one. Everywhere it is Kerala, but he asked the hometown. And so, which city does Sneha come from? Let us scan. And here, I had no fever when I left Kerala. Okay, Kerala. Okay, when I reached Belgavi and everything. See here, course in her hometown, Iriti. So the name of her hometown is Iriti. So maybe it is option C. So option C is the best answer for question number 13. Option C. Coming to 114. Why are there eruption on Sneha's face? Here see the options. She is tired and hot after the run of 400 meters. No, it can be eliminated. And she has pimples on her face. She has got the chicken pox. She is angry over the weight. Let us check. Actually, it is pimple-like structure, but let us come to the conclusion whether it is because of any disease or any something. And when she was diagnosed, it is a chicken pox. 1, 2, 3, fourth line. According to the fourth line of the first paragraph, it is chicken pox. So the answer is option C. For 114, answer is option C. 115. How many women were participating at the recruitment rally at Belgavi? Belgavi is in Karnataka, and here the numbers are there: 100, 850, 300, and 1500. So these things are very easy to scan because those are numbers. A number can be scanned easily rather than the word. She is among the 800 and odd women. So 850, the number 850 is our answer. So option B for 115, 850 women. Next question number 16. What gift was announced by the Prime Minister in Independence Day speech last year for the brave daughters of the country? In his speech, that means here the core point is Prime Minister's independence speech. That should be scanned. So based on that scanning, you can decide exact option, like a woman will be recruited in armed forces, women will be recruited as soldiers and military forces, women officers will be recruited able to or apt for permanent commission in the armed forces, or women will have an opportunity to be involved in active military duties. What is it? So let us scan Prime Minister's speech. See here, Narendra Modi. I have seen, yes, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi had said women officers recruited into the armed forces The service commission will be given for taking permanent commission. See the word permanent commission as a gift. So for this one, since the question number 116, it is women officers will be given permanent commission. So option C is the best answer for question number 116. 117. In what ways is history being made in Belgavi? Belgavi made a history. In what way the history is being made? And see here, what is the credibility of that particular Belgavi town? And the independence prime minister, Roman registered, see the Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and all over the people. Recruitment rally at Belgavi, the first 5 such to be across. Among those, Belgavi is the first one. That is its credibility. So coming to question number 117, it is this rally marks the first time that women will be taken as the soldiers. That is the credit of Belgavi. Next, question number 118. Which of the following duties will be borne by women soldiers? Is it investigating officers, assisting in maintaining administrative jobs, and handling CVR combinations 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So let us see the responsibilities of the recruited people. See, will be responsible for investigating such as theft, etc. See, these 3 lines tell something about the investigation, their service towards the country. So women will be taken into only as officers, not only as officers, but as soldiers, giving them an opportunity to be involved in the military duties as personals of military police. That would be the answer. So question number 118, it is, see, investigating officers involving, yeah, this is right, involving a theft in place, again A is okay. Coming to B, assisting in maintaining the discipline, okay, it is also fine. 1, 2, 1, 2, that means the answer is among A, C, D options. Again, administrative jobs and handling prisoners of war custody. Yes, it is 1, 2 and 4. So we can go with C, option C. Question number 119. Which of the following not necessary qualify for the recruitment in the armed forces? A long jump, is it necessary or not necessary? It is necessary, so it is not your answer. Next one, it is 6 meters race to be completed within 8 minutes. It is necessary. To speak English and physical fitness test. Physical fitness test is must. So this is also must. This is obligatory because see here at the end of the passage, at the end of everything, a person asked, does everybody understand English? Okay, so that is an optional. It is learning English language is an optional task. So that's why here the answer is to speak English. This is the answer because it is to speaking English is not necessary. So option C is the answer. Question number 120. Which of the following states were not covered by the Belgavi Center? So Karnataka, Kerala, UTs and everything we have. Let us scan the states that are involved in this passage. See here, we have 5 states. See here, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Here the question is, which states are, which of the following states were not covered? The state, those are Maharashtra and Goa, because rest of all the 3 can be available. So best option for 120 is D for Delhi. 121. Which statement is not true according to the passage? See, read all the statements. About 1/3 of the shortlisted candidates turned. This is true. Already it is given in the recruitment scenario. It is true. Again, women were called on the basis of their class 10 marks. Yes, it is given. And there are only 100 positions to be filled up and 3,000 women registered. 3,000 women registered also fine, but not only 100 people here it is. Third time they decided to make it 100, but the 100 is not a limited one. So the best option of this one, it is C. 122. Major Chowdhury said to the aspirants, does everyone understand English? So does everyone understand English? It's direct speech. So we have to transfer this one into an indirect sentence. So does, he used does, no. So and that too it is yes or no question. Since it is an yes or no question, yes or no question, we have to use if or whether. So where there is if or whether is the answer. So here we have if or whether. So it can be eliminated, and this is C. C statement also can be eliminated. So your answer is either B or C. Let us cross check. Major Chowdhury asked the prisoner whether everyone understands. Is understood. It's okay, fine. And Major Chowdhury asked as well whether everyone understands. Yes, this is the wrong one. So your option is B. Question number 123. A flying kite is an old word sport. This is Scramble Sentences. And a flying kites, and this sport, which sport we don't know. That's why this one and this option also can be eliminated. So it never be began by so. So this can be eliminated from the first list. This is also can be eliminated. And see, it was quite popular during the days of the, which was quite popular. Okay, so out and out the first statement is A. It is no doubt here. This is the first statement. Now criticize the sentence. Flying kites is an old world sport. It was quite popular during the days. Yeah, after that one, this is the second one. Next, this sport involves a lot of risk. So as it has a risk, so one has to be very cautious. After B, it is C. That is the best sequence, and it is D, which is the option. D for Delhi, A, D, B, C. 124th question. The soldiers carried around the orders of their commander without a question. Okay. Here it is no improvement. Carried out, carried around, or carried out. This is the underlined phrase. And no improvement. Carried away. Carried away means misusing the powers. Only carried. No, it is carried out. That they decided to do something. Question number 125. In an examination, it is more important to answer accurately than a quick finish. See here we have to quick finishing, no. B, no improvement. To finish quickly, finish quickly. So answer accurately. So the best one, it is to finish quickly. Option C. Say question number 126. The finance minister said the government will trim. So will trim, the meaning of trim is cutting. Will trim the corporate tax gradually to 25% for all. So here we have will. So in the answer, where there is a would is the answer. So option C and D can be eliminated. Our answer is either A or B. Let us cross check. The finance minister said that the government would trim the corporate tax gradually to 25% of all companies. And say the B sentence, the finance minister asked the government if. Why should we use if over there? Since it is not a question, not an yes or no question, if never be used in the sentence. Ultimately, option A is the best answer for 126. See, question number 127. The other day, there was a heavy downpour, which means heavy rain. A heavy downpour in the town. The roads look like small rivulets. Rivulets means rivers, or also known as brook. A stream is known as the streams, like smallest rivers. So looked dash small rivers. Looked same, no. Looked so as, looked as, or like. When there is a compound between C and D, like is the best option. Look like same, small rivulets. There was a house dash our locality. There was a house in our locality too, at or on. So here it is in our locality. Option A. In our locality, which was in a dash condition. So the paragraph tells something about the negative aspects of heavy rain. So that's why is it destroyed, dilapidated. This is both are negative words. Dejected also tells something about the sad. Decline, the meaning of decline is rejected. Reject. So according to the context, D and C never be fit over there. So either destroyed or dilapidated. The word dilapidated is the best one. That tells something about ruin. Dilapidated means ruin or destroyed only. So dilapidated condition, and all of a sudden it collapsed. Dash news spread. A news, see the options: a news, few news, one news, the news. Few news, one news can be eliminated. We cannot say a news. So ultimately it is the news spread in the old dash, in the old dash like wild free, house, village, valley, like wildfire, town. See, in the beginning we have a town. So that's why let us give the importance to the word town. 131 option D. 132. What is the function of the kidneys in the body? So first try to find the error in that sentence. What is the function of the kidneys in the body? It has no error. Option D. What is given is correct. 133. And I was learning barely enough money. So I was, it never be placed in the beginning. It can be eliminated from the first list. It was 20 years ago. Okay, at that time. So this is also not the first statement. I had a tiny apartment. So out and out, the first sentence it is B. It was 20 years ago. It is the first statement. So option A and C can be eliminated. And the next one it was 20 years ago. At that time I was living in Paris. This is the subsequent sentence. Next one, I had a tiny apartment in the Latin Quarter overlooking a cemetery, and I was earning barely enough money. This is the conclusive part, whereas this one is the third one. So the best answer is BCDA. BCDA. So option B is the answer. Question 134. Her mother advised her not to go too fast while reciting the poem. Not to go. It is an imperative sentence. It is an advice. So since it is an advice, negative advice, because of this word it can be eliminated. and the writer used here need not. It is also irrelevant. So don't go too fast while reacting her poem. Whose poem is no. So her is misplaced over here. That's why ultimately the best one it is B, imperative sentence. Her mother said don't go too fast while reciting your poem. So that means the daughters. Question 135. The other day we entered the city only Jewish cemetery, but then. So we have to put them in an order. It never be used in the beginning. So option A can be eliminated, and we were astonished to discover how tiny it was, which was we don't know. That's why this is also can be eliminated from the first list. So although Jewish people have lived in India for generations, they are one of the nation's tiniest monetaries. Okay, both are independent sentences. And here the best beginner is 1. The other day we entered the city's only Jewish cemetery, which is the first one. Next one, we are astonished to discover how tiny it was, which was that cemetery was very small. Tiny means small. Second one. Then it is, but then it should not be a surprise. And finally it is D. So A, C, B, D. Option D is the answer for 135. Question number 136. The officers are looking. The officers are looking to reunite the dog with his owner. Okay, it is an independent sentence. Eventually. So it can be eliminated from the first list, and we don't have any options also. A police officer on a motorcycle chased the dog. It is an also independent sentence. A Chenua has run across. This is the name of that particular dog. So as far as 136 concerned, the beginning is D. So this option can be eliminated. So it is D after it is the C. So a Chenua ran across the California San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge, and a police officer on a motorcycle chased the dog. So it is DC. Eventually the police caught the dog, and after he's caught, the officers are looking to reunite the dog and its master. So DCBA 136 option A. See question number 137 to 142. We have a reading comprehension passage with 5 questions. So the first one, what is the main theme of the above passage? See, for such kind of questions, you have to get the knowledge on the entire paragraph. So such kind of questions must be attempted at the end of all other questions. Okay, since it is not an examination, let us deal with this one. So here we have the options. How barbed wire was patented. How that means patented means recognized by the government. Barbed wire tells something about a thorny wire, a wire which is full of thorns, which is used for the barricades, and the use of barbed wire in Jammu Kashmir, and the use of barbed wire in agriculture, the evolution means development, and use of barbed wire. See, let us scan the central idea of this question. Here, this is the second line. The fences are used for territorial borders and areas. We combined here, see the expandable tools, and one more here we have the wire coils were an improvisation on the barbed wire obstacles. See the word improvise, and here the second line tells something about the initial stage and the development of particular wire that is being explained by the writer. So that is nothing but evolution and the use of barbed wire. So if you see the entire paragraph, you can understand how it is being used in the beginning. It was being used in the beginning, how it was evaluated, and finally the fence created by the Indian long line of the control to keep up the territory, to keep the terrorist Infiltrators consist of rows and concerned wire coils held by iron and angles. And because of all these lines, you can understand that the development, and that is generally known as evolution and use of barbed wires in India. So the central theme is, it is D. So for 137, the answer is option D. D is the answer. Coming to question number 138. Who is considered with creating the modern barbed wire? Who created the modern barbed wire? Let us scan modern barbed wire lines in the passage. See here. This is the, see here, modern barbed wire. See, Michael Killy twist Dredger wires together to form a cable wires. The American businessman Joseph F. Glidden is considered considered to be the father of the modern barbed wire. So Joseph S. Glidden. 138. 138. Joseph is, so option B is the answer. According to the 12th line of the paragraph, the best answer is option B. Joseph F. Glidden is the father of modern barbed wire. 139. And what is the initial purpose of inventing there? What is the initial purpose during the first days? What was the use of that particular oil? See here the option: secure to borders of the country, to keep the dogs away from the gardens, and to restrict the movement of the troublemakers, to confine cattle and sheep within an area. So here in the modern times, see here modern barbed wire, and later it was intended to confine. See this line. It is intended to confine cattle, sheep, which unlike lumber was largely resistant to fire and bad weather. This is the initial purpose. See, the fencing invention intended decided to. So that would be the answer. Let us go with the options. Question number 139. No. So to confine the cattle, so best option is D. Question number 140. Who first spread the barbed wires on the field without using the poles or any other supporting system? See here, we have the German military engineers are credited with proving Elliott's concern coils in the battles. They spun barbed wire into circles and simply. So coming to the question number 140. It is German military engineers. These are the people who first spread the barbed wire on the field. Coming to 141. What statement is not true according to the passage? Cross-check all the statements. The fence along the Indian line of control consists of rows of concertina wire coils held by iron angles. This is true statement. It is not an answer. And in the United States, the first patent was regulated by Lewis. This is also true. But here the writer asked which is not true. So coming to the option, in the United States it was first patent was, it is not in the United States. Actually Louis Francis, let us scan Louis Francis. So here, see, by Louis Francis. The first patent was created Louis Francis, who is from given to his United States. But here coming to the options, actually he is from France, not from the United States. So Your answer is, for question number 140, the answer is B. So this is not true, because according to those lines, Louis Francisco Janin is from Paris, France. So for question number 142, option B is the answer. 141, option B. Question number 142. There had already been abundant rainfall in Delhi. It was the fag, and this is a scramble sentence. It was fag and everything, and the strong wind began to blow the thing. Let us put them in an order. Yes, it was, there had been already been abundant rainfall in the Delhi, okay, and it was the fag end of summer, okay. A strong wind began to blow the demand, causing havoc. Havoc means a great damage all around. One day, however, we had a cyclone storm. So this is the best beginner. And one more thing, this one. Okay, for question number 142, so when there is a comparison between B and D, it is B, which is the first one. It was the fag end of summer. Next it is, second one is this one. There had already been abundant rainfall. B, A, and it is one day, however, we had a cyclone storm. A strong wind began to blow and the rain came, causing havoc all over there. It is B, A, D, C. B, A, D, and C. This is the best sequence, and option number A. Question 143. I said to Taru, the tire of my car is punctured. The tire of my car is punctured. So since it is a direct speech, while changing this one into indirect speech, is must be replaced with was. So where there is a was, here there is no was, and here you also no was. Your answer is either B or C. See, Taru. So I said to Taru, but here it is Taru told me. So that's why C is the best one. I told Taru that the type of my car, here we have was. So the best option is C. Question 144. Rohit did not came. See the problem. Did not came. It is did not come, because did is already past tense. That's why Rohit did not, the word came must be replaced with come. Then it is the correct replacement. So question number 144. Option C is the best answer. Question 145. Despite insistent rains, she is lonely. She is the only one who planned to attend the meeting at the ministry. Here, despite insistent rains, she is the only one who, either it is planned or plans, not planned. So this is the problematic one. So option B. Because it can be taken under the simple present or simple past. So the problem is with B. 146. Pie in the sky. It is an idiomatic expression that tells something about pie in the sky, which is not possible, something not possible. Option B. 147. Due to the movie, tourists started coming to the beach there, and Maya Bay in Tamil Nadu, in Thailand, was in the media in 1999 when Hollywood arrived there to film the beach. One of the film's actors was, this is an independent sentence, as many as 40 visitors would arrive not on boats every day. This can be eliminated from the first list. We don't have any options also. So out and out, the first sentence it is this is the best beginner. due to, sorry, since it is due, it can be eliminated. So option A and D can be eliminated. We have B and C. Maya Bay, Thailand, and one of the films already was London. So this is the B, which is the first one. Maya Bay in Thailand was in the media in 1999, and the next one of the films, it is the second one, BC. So we can cross check here, BCAD, and third one, it is due to the movie. Tourists started coming to beach there, and as many as 40,000 visitors. After the tourists, it should be something about the people. So D, statement D is the last one, and then the answer of 147 is B. BCAD, no. BCAD, no, it is A. Question number 148. In view of the excessive heat, schools in Delhi remain closed dash a week. About a week, for a week, in a week, and to a week. It is for. Option A is the answer. Remain closed for a week. Question number 149. Everybody is waiting to see whether the new leadership has effect. See, has effect. After has, it should be V3. So, affected is the best one. So, affect must be replaced with V3, affected. Option C is the answer. See how we have reading comprehension passage with 10 questions. See question number 150. What was the occasion for the gathering at Ahmedabad? Here we have the options like a Foundation Day of Community Science Center, launch of celebration of the birth century of Vikram Sarabhai, Foundation Day of ISRO, birth anniversary of India space program. Let us scan the possibility of the answer. See the first three lines, Abdul Kalam said something about this. You see here the second paragraph, first three lines, they were there to launch. This is the reason, to launch celebration birth of century of Vikram Sarabhai, who is 47 years old. See here, coming to the options, this is the best one, launch of celebration of birth century of Vikram Sarabhai. That is the occasion. So for the question number 150, the best option is B. Coming to question 151. What is Vikram Sarabhai mainly known for? It means, in other words, what are the credentials of Vikram Sarabhai? See the options: for being an entrepreneur in Ahmedabad, for pioneering India space program, for founding 38 different institutions, for establishing community science center. So let us scan. These things also must be in the beginning. See here, when he had found 38 institutions that are now leaders. See, she found that 38 institutions, but those are the leaders of physics, management, and performing art. So these are the credentials, because she is the starter of all those things. So it can be taken as a pioneer. So pioneer for India space program, and she is an entrepreneur. So that's why she is a pioneer. Question number 152. Among the people who had gathered at Ahmedabad, who was the former chairman of ISRO? Among the people who had gathered. Here there is a meeting. Try to scan where there is a situation to meet the meeting of number of people. And so here the gathering. These are the lines. See, in 1962, when Sarabhai was studying at the magnetic equator, Cali went to be among the first few to go to NASA to learn radar tracking. The room resounded with many such memories. Former ISRO chairman K. Kasuri Rangan remembered how they ran into some trouble. So, former chairman, see the names here, Kartikeya, K. Subramaniam, Kasturi Rangan, which is our answer. So for question number 152, C is the answer. Question number 153. Which statement shows that Vikram Sarabhai had a creative mind at an early age? So here he built a working model of a train at the age of 15, and he founded the Physical Research Laboratory, which is known as PRL. He told the scientists that they learned much more from problems than from success, and he checked how much waste the lab was. Generally, almost all the options are relevant, but we have to answer it according to the writer's wish. That's why let us scan where there is an exact option and see. When he was 15, built a model engine. This is the direct answer. It is when he was 15, he built a working model of a train engine with the help of 2 engineers. And one more thing, with the help of 2 engineers, providing other children also, it's a great privilege. See, direct answer. So 153, it is option A. Question number 153, answer is option A. 154. How did Vikram Sarabhai provide underprivileged children the experience of experimental research? Here by initiating space research, by founding Community Science Center at Ahmedabad, by founding Physical Research Laboratory, by providing them with scholarship in science. See here. Children. See. And he was essentially a researcher and believed that people, especially children, should be allowed to think freely. And before that one, we have this area is the best area to find the answer, that to come to the conclusion. 154, that is B, by founding Community Science Center at Ahmedabad for underprivileged. There we can see the underprivileged word. So it is option B, which is the right option. Coming to question number 155. APJ Abdul Kalam called Vikram Sarabhai as Vikram Sarabhai Mahatma Gandhi of Indian science. What does Mahatma Gandhi means here? Father, social reformer, revolutionary, architect. So option D can be eliminated. So we have A, B, C. According to the figures of speech, it should be, it is not a direct one. So actually he praised it in the beginning. See the 3 lines. The India space program, a man whom the latest president Abdul Kalam had famously termed Mahatma Gandhi of Indian science. That means he is the father of. As far as the other options concerned, the best one it is 155, father, which is option A. For question number 155, option A is the best answer. Number 156, question number 156, which statement is not true according to the passage? See, according to the passage, which is not true? The Sarabhai family owns 3 grand homes in Mumbai. Now Vikram Sarabhai's sons Kartikeya, this is correct. It's not true. So option B can be eliminated from our answer. The names of Vikram Sarabhai parents were Ambala and Sarda Devi. This is also true. And the names of Vikram Sarabhai. Okay, coming to D. Vikram Sarabhai's father was textile mill owner. It's also correct. So coming to, let us criticize statement A. Which statement is not true? The Sarabhai family owns 3 grand homes in Mumbai. This is the wrong one. 156. It is also option A. 157. Question number 157. He was a 19-year-old science graduate besotted by space technology when he first met Sarabhai. Here, what do you mean of besotted? Besotted means frantic. Besotted, wasted, obsessive. See, the meaning of obsessed is crazy, and greedy means who never spend money for others. And the meaning of besotted is this one on. It is obsessed. So he was 19 years old, science graduate, besotted by, obsessed, which means highly interested about something. So this is a negative, so it can be eliminated. Frantic also negative. Greedy. See, option A, B, C, all are negative words. So you can go with obsessed, that tells something about keen interest on something. Who among the following went to NASA to study radar tracking? Who went there? Here we have the options like frantic, Pramod Kale, K. Subramanyam, Kasur Rangan, and Kartikeya. Here it is Pramod Kale. On question number 159, where did K. Subramanyam come from to work at PRL? So already we have scanned over there PRL. Kasturi Ranganathan and PRL. And see, here's the last lines. So this is the area. This is the area where we can get the answer. Project PRL when maintained. So which question? So yeah, 159. Question number 159. It is Tiruchirappalli. Where did Kasturan came from at the PRL? It is Tiruchirappalli. See, question number 160. See. Select the correct active form of the given sentence. Here, pruning of trees. Pruning of trees in my colony has been started by. See, in the passive voice here it is has been. So coming to the active voice, we have to use have or has plus V3, which is generally known as present perfect. It should be done in the answer. So pruning of trees in my colony has started. Yes, this is present perfect only. Has been starting, it is relevant one. Has started, this is also relevant. Will start. So option A and D can be eliminated successfully. So between so B and D can be eliminated. See, the choices between A and C. Pruning of trees in my colony has started the horticulture department. Actually it is started by horticulture, so this is the subject, so it is wrong one. So the best answer is C. Question number 161. The officer told me that I needed to work harder. So it is indirect speech. In the indirect speech, we have come across the word needed. So here in the answer also there is a requirement of needed. That's why option B and C can be eliminated. So either option A or option D. See, the officer told me that I need. Actually, the officer has given instruction to the listener. Okay, that's why I is wrong. It is you need to. That means the listener need to do something. So for 61, option D. Question number 162. So I am going to holiday to Panchamari tomorrow. Panchamari is the name of an area. Panchamari to tomorrow, to Panchamari, on a holiday I am going. So we have to find the wrong phrase over here. The wrong phrase is to a holiday. It is not to a holiday, on a holiday. So to must be replaced with on. That's why your answer is C. 163. Find the wrongly spelled word from the following. Here, nausea, naughty, N-A-U-H-T-Y. It is correct. Naturalistic, nautical, all are correct except A. Your answer is A, which is wrongly spelled N-A-U-S-E-A, nausea, which means disgusting or making others irritate, also known as a vomiting sensation. So option A is your answer, wrongly spelled word. Question number 164. Avika said to her mother, "You are very late today." So indirect speech, today changes as that day, but everywhere we have that day except one. So option A can be eliminated. And you are here, Avika is the speaker, mother is listener. So Avika said to her mother. So here she is very late. See, R. In the indirect speech, R must be used with was or were. So either this or this one is the answer. So as far as this particular thing concerned, she was Avika talking about her mother. No, it is the C, which is the best answer. Question number 165. So being a space scientist, you are advised not to take your work lightly. You are advised not to take. And being a space scientist, you do not take, you could not take, could can be eliminated because no word is being matched. And you should not, you will not. This is also can be eliminated. Your answer is either A or C. When you compare, you are advised not to take. That means it is a strong warning. That can be mixed with should. It should be mingled with should. So being a space scientist, you should not take your work lightly is the best answer. Question number 166. Mr. Lucas told his wife, Lucas is the speaker, wife is the listener, not to wait for him. That means he said, don't wait for me. Where there is a me, it would be the answer. See here, him, only once it is me, which is the answer. So Mr. Lucas said to his wife, don't wait for me as I will be late. See here, one more thing, will turns as would. See here. So the best answer is C. 166 is C. 167. I came across some words which meaning I did not know. This is a wrong phrase. It's a clumsy phrase. That's why no improvement option can be eliminated undoubtedly. So that meaning which means that, see, words which means that, also words that meaning which, this is also wrong phrase. So the best meaning is this one. The meaning of which, this is the correct phrase to fit the sentence. Question number 168. Sell like hotcakes. This is one of the known idiomatic expression that can be used even by the common people that we can come across in our day-to-day life. So here, to sell quickly, it's known as hotcakes. Question number 169. Mobile toilets were placed by, this is passive voice. If it is were placed in the active voice, we have to use subject plus V2 plus object, which is in general known as simple past. See here, this is not simple past, present perfect, so it is wrong. Is planning is present continuous, so it can be eliminated. Again, the district placed a mobile, yes. both are, but here the problem is the subjects are being separated, being different, being used differently. Here the district administration placed and the mobile toilets placed. What should be the object here? Mobile toilets were placed by the district administration. This is the subject, so undoubtedly the answer is C for 169. Question number 170. All day I seem to remember I played on the sands with strange exciting children. That is a retrospection, a person's recollection. Okay, and then it never be used in the beginning. So my parents took me by car to a place by the sea. It is an independent sentence. We made sand castles with the hues. This is also independent. So what is the best beginner as far as these four sentences concerned? This is the C. My parents took me by car to a place by the sea. And the next one, it is A. All day I seem to remember I played on the sands with strange exciting children. And the next one, we made, see, we have a strange exciting children, no, so that's why here we have all we made, which is the third one. Finally it is the fourth one. So for 170 it is CADB. CADB, option B is the answer. 171. Question number 171. The height of an object or point in relation to a sea level. See, actual meaning of longitude is, the meaning of longitude is space between east and west of the equator, and when it is latitude, space between north and south of the longitude. So, and this is your answer, which is altitude from the sea level. The height of an object or a point in the relation to a sea level is known as altitude. Whereas the word rectitude tells something about philosophy. It's a philosophical word that tells something about morality, morality of something. So option D is the answer. 172. I'm sure he will give me some advice about admission in the University of Delhi. I'm sure he will give. I'm sure he will be given. Actually, this is in the passive. Active voice, we have to change it into passive. He will give me. That means I will be given. Okay, I will be given. Here we have the choice. Rest of the things can be eliminated. So 172, it is B, which is the right option. Question number 172, it is B. 173. Select the most appropriate indirect speech for the following. Anshu told that, so here, look here. Anshu said, should we go to Jew? It is an yes or no question. When the direct speech is an yes or no question, when it is an yes or no question, we have to use if or whether in the indirect speech. So B statement has if, C has if. So D and A can be eliminated. Our answer is either B or C. So Anush wondered if they should. Here, they or we, which is right. Anush said, and we should, in the sense, Anush also one of the parts among those people. That's why they is correct. Question number 173, it is B, which is the right option. Question number 174. Select the most appropriate word for the given group of words. Insolvent. Insolvent means unable to solve. inorganic, that is not a living organism or not a living being. Innocuous, which means harmless, innocuous. Integral, which means main or significant. See, appropriate for the given word. Here the given word is causing no harm. For this word, the best synonym is harmless, which is innocuous. So option D. Question number 175. My sister said, what time will the train reach Bhopal? So it is a WH word question. See, this is the clue. When you come across will must be changed as would in the indirect speech. So where there is a would, it is the answer. It is not. A can be eliminated. There is no would. My sister asked, it is will. So this is also can be eliminated. Neither will nor any other auxiliary. So the best option is my sister asked or else asked me what time the train would reach Bhopal. Will reach change as would reach. So the best option is D. See, question number 176 onwards. So we have reading comprehension again. Question number 176. This grave problem in the passage referred to. So in the passage the writer used this grave problem. See, actual meaning of grave is serious. The meaning of grave is serious. So here short monsoon span, rainfall, storage of water and water crisis. What kind of grave problem is being discussed by the writer? So let us scan this one. See, a great water scarcity looms in sense occupy over India by 2025. Indians will get just over half the water that get today. Yeah, Indians will get only just half of the water that they can get today. And this, see here, this grave problem, that is our scanned phrase, has a simple solution. So what is the grave problem? Your water scarcity looms over India. So coming to the question and the related options, here we have water crisis. See, this is not shortage, this is storage of water, so not that one. Our answer is water crisis, which is option D. For question number 176, option D is the best answer. 177. What, according to the passage, is the primary reason for the water storage? For the water storage, what is the primary reason? Is it lack of means to store rainwater, government's ignorance of situation, less rainfall in the country, carelessness of the people? Here it is. What is the reason for water crisis? According to the passage, catch the rain and water crisis will disappear. See here, when we catch the rain as it falls, and the water crisis will disappear. So, however, about 80% of Indian rainfall buckets down during these 3 monsoons. And so, according to those particular lines, it is nothing but A, lack of means to store the rainwater. That is the problem. That is the cause. Next one. Question number 170C, it is option A. 77, it's option A. Question number 178. Which state uses bamboo pipes for the drip irrigation system? So when you come across here, we have different kinds of some approximately 5 to 6 kinds of states are given based on their. And see here, Rajasthan, it is pines drip irrigation system, bamboo pipes in Meghalaya, and Meghalaya, Kans underground tanks in Rajasthan, pines water canals, water channels built by the tribal Bihar, and thousands of open water bodies by the South Indians. So this is the source. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines are the source for this question. And so according to this information, we can come to the conclusion for 178, it is Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu uses bamboo pipes for the drip irrigation system. Drip is nothing but a dropping. Falling drops is known as dripping. Coming to 179. It is not Tamil Nadu, I think it's, let us cross check the thing. 178, bamboo sticks, drip irrigation system of bamboo pipes in Meghalaya. Sorry, it is not Tamil Nadu, it is Meghalaya. So for 178, it is C, which is the correct answer. The drip irrigation system is used in Meghalaya, option C. 179, which of the following is not a low cost technology in water storage? Which is not low cost, that means which is high cost? Water channels, drip irrigation, underground tanks, and dams and canals. This can be answered based on our general knowledge. This is water canals, drip irrigation. When there is a comparison among A, B, C, D options, we can come to the conclusion it is nothing but D, because dams and canals already it is given in the passage. And this is the area to find the answer. These are the related lines to fill the dams and canal. See, potential of this lowest cost system. That means unfortunately government mostly refuses to acknowledge the potential of this low system concerning on the costly dams. See here the cost constructing on costly dams. These lines are the source, and canals. So these are the costliest things. So obviously the last option, maybe it is, yeah, option D, dams and canals is the best answer. Coming to question number 180, and the people in the ancient India had amazing technology to harvest water. This shows that so ancient people have an excellent technology in water harvesting. Harvest means plowing, and they understood the significance of water. Significance means importance. They understood the importance of water. It used to rain heavily, and they did not know how to build dams. Water was scarce. So in olden days they understood what. However, where did he say something about the olden days concerning costly dams? Few cities have lost their and damaging as only 17 of its water bodies struggle survive. Amazing ancient technologies to survive every corner of India. And the points, so the answer is, it is a generalized answer, that is equivalent with they understood the importance of water. That's where they started story. Okay, question number 181. The feeling of being upset or annoyed as a result of being unable to change or achieve. So this is one word substitution. The feeling of being upset and annoyed. Annoyed means irritated or disgusted. So if you have the command on the meaning of annoyed, the answer can be easily selected, that it is nothing but frustration. 181, it is frustration, which is the answer. And the meaning of astonishment is astonished. I was astonished at my father's decision. So astonished tells something about surprise. And fascinating means your deepest interest on something. Fascinated, our deepest desire on something. Anticipation, the word anticipation tells something about expect what is going to happen. Expectation. And the best answer is, it is C for question number 181. Question number 182. Here we have the scramble sentence. On Saturday On Saturday, the 10th typhoon Lekima made landfall in China's Jing province. Okay, this province, which province? This province. Okay, Jilin province. So it never be used as the first statement because we have no clarity of which province it is. So this option can be eliminated. And see the next sentence. The typhoon brought winds up to 116. After the introduction of the typhoon, we have to use this sentence. So that's why this is also here. There is an introduction of typhoon. So C sentence must be eliminated. And more than a million people were evacuated from their homes. What did they evacuated? We don't know. So this is also wrong. So out and out, the first statement is A. Let us cross check. If you feel A is the first statement, our options are either A option or C option. See, on Saturday, the 10th typhoon Lekina made landfall in China's Jilin province. This province is often hit with typhoons, yes, but this storm was its strongest ever, and the typhoon brought winds up to 100. So this is the best description. So the thing which is here, it is in an order more than 1 million. So this was watched by more than 1 million people. So after C statement, this is the place for D. So A, B, C, D. Option A is your answer. So the given order is perfect. Question number 183. I request you to not to crack jokes in the class. See here, I request you to not to crack jokes in the class. No improvement here. Not to cracking the jokes. This thing can be eliminated. I request you not cracking. This is also can be eliminated. Actually, I request you to not to crack the joke. What is there? It is correct. But here it is printed and no improvement also has been printing. So let us consider this one as a printing mistake. Your answer is either A or B because there's a slight printing difference here. So for 183, answer is either A or B. In the same boat. This is an idiomatic expression which is very important. We are sailing in the same boat. That means your condition and my condition is alike, and at the center of the person in a superior position, in the same situation, in disgrace. See, disgrace means humiliation. Very important word. Humiliation. Being humiliated by the others is known as disgrace, disgracefulness, unbearable situation. But here the answer is C. Question number 185. Identify the segment in the sentence which has a grammatical error from the given. See here, is headless. The social media department. The social media department is here, till here no error, and is because it is singular. He is headless at the moment, and many are weighing to the post. It is headless at the moment, and is headless at the moment. The social media department to the post and any. So which is the erroneous part? Headless at the moment. Headless at the moment, and many are weighing to the post. So this is the problematic one. The social media department is headless at the moment, and many are vying for the post. Two must be replaced with for. So your answer is option C. (196) Right from the beginning, dash the government focus has been on dash development of country. This is article related mistake. See, right from the beginning, dash governments. Can we say A governments? The governments. So A is not suitable over there. Let us check the next blank. Focus has been on. We cannot say on a development. It is on the development. So second blank is compulsory. It is the. That's why this one can be eliminated. On development, no article also can be eliminated. Either this or that. So see this one, the right from the government focus. So both are So option A is the best answer to fill. Question number 186 is option A. Question number 187. And taking this village had into their, what is that village and who are those guys? So this can be eliminated from the first list, so we have no options also. And she was by no means, who was, okay, by no means pleased with this unnecessary. Which unnecessary, we don't know, so option B and C also can be eliminated. So here, when he reached Calcutta, Pathik, who reached Calcutta? Be careful. Here, the name also available. So it is 100% an independent sentence. When compared to the other A, and when there is a comparison between A, B, and C, the best independent sentence is C. And she found her. Who found her? Who is she? The boy. So that's why out and out the first statement is nothing but C. C is the first sentence. See, when he reached Calcutta, Pathik met his aunt for the first time. So we have either option A or option D. After this one, when he reached Calcutta, Pathik met his aunt for the first time, and she was by no means pleased with this unnecessary addition to her family. Attacking this village. So this is the concluding part. So it is D, CBDA. If it is C, the second one it is B. D is the third statement. This is the best answer. So it is 187. It is option A. Question number 188. He twisted on the TV to listening to the speech. He switched on the TV to listening to the speech of Prime Minister on the Independence Day. Here he switched on the TV of the PM to listening to the speech on the Independence Day. Here, find the error. He switched on the TV. It is fine. Listening to the speech of Prime Minister on the independence, on the day of independence. So it is listening. Yes, it is switched on the TV to listen to, not to listening. 2 plus it is listen, which is V1. So listening must be replaced with listen. This is an erroneous part. So option C for 188. And question number 189. They started playing badminton at a young age of 9 years. See, at a young age. So 100% it should be improved. So option D can be eliminated. So here at the young age of 9 years old. What is the difference? At the young age of 9 years old, at the young age of 9. And at a young age of, so this is also can be eliminated. So as far as this particular scene concerned, when you say at the young age is old, never be used. So we can go with option A. At the young age of 9, age already is available. No, then why should we use old? Let us go with option A. 189. Option A is the best answer. Question number 190. The customary code of polite behavior in society. The customary code. Customary means tradition and customs. Ethics. Following ethics is known as, see, the customary code of polite behavior in a society is known as etiquette. Norms means a general traditional, following the traditional way of life is norms. Majesty means highly, and is nothing but praising. Estimation is known one. estimated, guessing something. So the best option for 190, it is option D. Question number 191. The traveler said that he had come a long way. So the given sentence is indirect speech. Since it is an indirect speech, while changing this one into direct speech, here we have that he had come. No? So that's why the traveler said, we should write, the traveler said himself no, so he must be replaced with I. So where there is I is the answer. So we can eliminate option A and also option C. Our answer is, because here we have I, here I am coming and I have come. So I am coming is present continuous tense, so it never be used. Since here it is had, either the sentence, the answer should be in the past tense, or the answer should be in the present perfect. So here we have the present perfect, I have come along. When you transform this sentence into indirect speech, you can get this one as an answer, I have come, that he had come a long way. So the best option for 191, it is option D. Question number 192. I told Vinod that the plumber had forgotten. This is also indirect speech. Indirect speech. We have to change it into direct. The plumber had forgotten. I told Vinod. Here I am the speaker. Vinod is the listener. Plumber is the other guy. So plumber must be used as plumber. That's why everywhere here we have plumber only. So here the problem is, it is something like question number 191 only. Had forgotten. That means in your answer, either we have to use V2 or we have to use present perfect. Present perfect. So is forgotten is not present perfect. It is neither present perfect nor simple past. And had, it has a chance. This is, or else it can be past perfect also. Past perfect. And here Vinod said the plumber has forgotten his mobile. Okay, this is also can be used because said to is told, no. So I said to Vinod, I told Vinod, but here it is Vinod said to me. That's why this can be, this part is used wrongly. It can be eliminated. And coming to this one, I said to Vinod, the plumber has forgotten his mobile. Here, their change, actually as far as the tense concerned, this is also correct. But the problem is there, used there as it is. Actually, while changing the indirect speech into direct speech, there must be replaced with here. So because of that particular reason, this is also can be eliminated. Ultimately, for question number 192, option D is the best answer. Question number 193. Fill in the blanks with the most appropriate idiomatic expression. Now that Mr. Krishnamurthy has retired from the company, his daughter is. So after his retirement, his daughter is the responsible person to handle each and everything that has been done by her father previously. So it is the driving seat, in the driving seat, which is option B. Question number 194. Scramble sentences. After around 20 minutes of crash, the tanker caught fire and exploded. Okay, on Saturday, an oil tanker in Zamzam lost control. So when there is a comparison between A and B, A comes in the beginning. So yeah, we don't have any option also. Leave it. Next, around 150 people gathered near the tanker and some of them tried to ship on away some fuel. Okay, at least 61 people died. This is after the cars, D must be used. That's why D also can be eliminated from the first list. So this is the first one. So our answer is either B or D. So on Saturday, an oil tanker in Tajamia lost control. It happened first. And later, around 150 people gathered near the tanker. So this is the thing. gather near the tanker, and some of them try to siphon away from fuel. And after around 20 minutes, this is the follower of crash, the tanker caught fire and exploded. At least these many guys. This is the third one finally. So it is option B, C, A, D. Option B is the best answer for 194 question. Question number 195. I asked my friend if he had seen the launch of Chandrayaan-2 from Sriharikota. So if he had in the sense, this is an indirect speech. In the indirect speech, when you come across if or whether, in the direct speech, the sentence must be an yes or no question. So this is not an yes or no question, though it can be eliminated. And he has seen, this is also can be eliminated because this is not a question first of all, so it can be eliminated. So I had seen also, this is neither, this is not only as this is not yes or no question. At the same time, it is not at all at a question also. Then we have I said to my friend and he had no. So when you use past perfect in the indirect speech, we have to use simple past in the direct speech. Simple past. So here, did you see is a 100% simple past. Did you see the launch of Chandrayaan-2? So when you transform this one into indirect speech, no doubt you can get this sentence as an answer. So option C is the best answer. Question number 196. She says, very important one. She says that Rani is a talented actress. See, very important. One reported verb say, says, or will say. Do remember, say, says, or will say. If you come across any one of these things, the thing which is in the brackets never be changed. So present tense must be, we use it to change the present tense into past tense into past perfect. So it never be changed, it remains as it is. So we have says no. So Rani is a talented actress. It never be changed as Rani was a talented actor. Be careful because we have says, reported verb is says. So that's why tense never be changed. So it is wrong. Rani is a talented actress, but here it is told. This phrase is correct, but the problem is reported verb always used says here. That's why this can be eliminated. Ask is used for question, and that too it is one more question. It can be eliminated. Finally, he says Rani. The Rani is a talented actress as well as Rani is a talented actress. So the thing which is in the quotations never be changed because we have says here. So finally, C is the best answer for question number 196. Question number 197. A decision on which one cannot go back. Intractable, invincible, invulnerable, irrevocable. See, the meaning of invulnerable means unprotected. Invulnerable means protected. Protected. Okay, irrevocable, which is the answer. The decision on which one cannot go back. He cannot take back his decision, which is irrevocable. Invincible means that cannot be seen. That can't be seen. It's a negative word. And the meaning of intractable is a gentle intractable. So it is option D, which is the best answer. Question number 198. They talked over the matter of his leaving job and going out for further studies. They talked over the matter. Which is the equivalent meaning among the options? Discussed, surveyed. Talking over something is not survey. For technist, explained. It is discussion. Talking over something is nothing but discussion. Over that too, we have matter of just leaving the job and going for further studies. 199. The maid hair as a chairman. So this is one of the common mistakes that we can come across in our day-to-day interaction. The maid hair as when you say maid, as is unnecessary. So your answer is B. The maid hair the chairman of the bank. Sorry, it is option B, which is correct. Question number 200 now. Question number 200. They can't hardly, this is the way, hardly believe that Article 370 is no longer valid in Jammu Kashmir. Okay. They can't hardly, can't is a negative word, hardly also negative word. So this is 100%, it has an error. So either we have to replace this one, they can't believe, or else they hardly believe. So can't or hardly. Use either this or this one. Never be used both. So they can't hardly. This is the wrong phrase. It can be replaced by either can't or hardly. So option D is the best possible answer for question number 200.